was like whispering the whole time, but he had a good couch, so it was okay. I forgot how cool that game was and how ridiculous it all is.
Man.
64?
Yeah,
Dude.
it's like yeah, the 3D one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's insane.
It's good.
Like the boss fights alone, and then having to explore through the worlds that they created back then, like that's something else. They're doing Celeste right now, which is also bazonkers.
People who can play through that sound and amaze me.
That game, what they're doing right now, you have to be like one of the best platformers that ever platformed. Like, it's insane. There's only one other game I know that's harder than this. Other than, of course,
Super Meat Boy or VVVVVV.
Those are cool, but no, it's actually called Dust Force.
Oh, that one, yeah, sure.
That one, the ending levels on that one are fucking ridiculous.
Am I coming through clearly?
Hey, there he is.
Here I am. Alright, I'm ready.
You know, it's a hard speedrun when the speedrunner at a GDQ has to just straight up be like, I can't do it, guys. We'll come back next year.
Damn.
But alright, now we got Dallas back. Continuing on. Did you want to do a recap for us?
Table and see if anybody wanted to shout out their favorite moment from last time, if they remember any of them. I totally understand since it's been about a...
I enjoyed calling Call my best friend and him being like, what?
That was a great moment.
And I was like, what?
I enjoyed using protection from good and evil to make somebody slowly go insane. That was fun.
Yes.
I enjoyed chocolate cake.
Yeah.
An interesting way to phrase that, but
Is it wrong?
you tell me.
That you enjoyed it, or?
I mean, I feel like what happened is I used protection from good and evil, and he literally tried to start ripping at his own flesh. Oh.
Yay!
I mean, I do know that we went on a merry adventure to make some brownies, essentially, to
I believe
rouse
it was
the
a
spirits.
cake.
It was like a brownie-esque pastry to rouse the spirits of the townsfolk, and initially it was to try to bring some happy memories up to possibly lure out one of these shadow creatures to capture. But over the course of the adventure, we ended up just doing that naturally, thanks to the aforementioned protection from good and evil insanity. After that, we successfully made some brownies.
Hell yeah!
Darkness had something
Rolled a
happen.
lot
I
of
know
ones. I rolled
Yeah,
a lot
Darkness
of
rolled
ones
a
is
lot
what
of
happened.
Yeah,
A lot of
ones. We scried on Fliptle not to be confused with Fliptle Bloop.
I played Warhammer.
Played Warhammer with their girlfriend.
Is a girl who is a friend.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
best gal pals.
Super bestest friendos.
There's so many best friends. It's hard to keep track.
Two ace
They're
icons
roommates.
living their best lives.
Skip's got to play outside. That was nice.
My platonic life mate.
Yes.
Right.
There was that mirror, right?
Was the mirror.
Mirror on the wall.
A mirror of
Wow.
suffering and
Where's the food? Show us all.
Yeah.
I barely remember the mirror.
Mare was how Darkness got to scry on Plimpton Blob.
I
Oh, and it was
cried.
like
That's right.
unseen
That's
horrors.
right.
It was a
Yeah.
eldritch horror of some
Yeah.
kind. Technically,
Yep, pretty-
an aberration.
Woo!
Definitely gross looking.
Try that again. That's better.
You can't re-roll your 20. The first
just
roll.
warming up.
It stands.
Sid,
Just
Ray said ew, absolutely not.
7. Wow. Okay, a couple 7s on the board, I guess.
Alright, let's rock it. Well, I'm glad that's out of the way.
Exactly.
For those of you who need a refresher in sources,
Hmm.
So
Mm.
we got to scry on that thing. It was gross.
a size
Ooh.
for scale.
Whoa.
This was not what was happening, but because this thing was about 20 feet long, it looked to weigh about like between 800 and 1,000 pounds. Like it looks massive.
Oh, that's right. And it's like swimming around in this giant tank that it barely fits in.
Like a very pissed off goldfish.
And then we successfully completed the brownies. Call and Uru had a nice little moment where I feel like they bonded and came to terms a little bit. And then we left the remainder out for the townsfolk who should come into the community center. And then I think we were going to like rest and possibly make our way toward. I want to say it was the Queen of the Kobolds that we were gonna go see
I'm
next.
gonna go up the mountain to them.
The majority was to go up and over. Call was the only person who voted to go through the mountain.
Yes.
Beautiful. Good job. Everyone summarized basically everything that I was going to bring up.
You also made me cry.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to bring up why?
Yeah, so I went to bring the brownies to Minnie. So I was like, you know, feeling a little bit bad. I've been a little bit grumpy. I think it's fair for Uru to be a little bit grumpy, but he's still been a little bit grumpy, and so go see Minnie, make sure she's doing okay, and she's not doing okay.
Doing
And
fine.
Doing old.
She's doing old.
Yeah, it was made abundantly clear that she doesn't have much longer, and that made me sad. But it's okay, because we're gonna figure out what's going on this mountain, and it's gonna be fine.
Her last days will be remembered as the best days because the problems will be fixed.
Exactly.
We could find a high-level druid and just have her reincarnated as an elf.
Let's
That's
not.
a thing.
You and your fucking necromancy.
Stop trying to necromancy through side doors.
Darkness
just
is just
side
like the
door
solution to
necromancy.
everything is possibly necromancy.
I mean, if you're never dead, there's always a solution. You
That's
just gotta apply time.
side
and
door
resources.
necromancy.
Reduce, reuse, reanimate.
You got it! Call understands.
So where are we right now?
So if you look at the map, you can see that you are currently at the community center, just sort of collecting yourself, collecting your thoughts, getting a sense for the route ahead of you. Again, the party had all got together recently, but to rewind back to the previous session and discussed at great lengths which route they wanted to take. The majority was that we wanted to go up and over to encounter to A, go after harpies, and then B, check in on Urugaru's town. Also, we know that one of the primary entry points that the kobolds mentioned, is up and in a mountain peak and not in through these mines. Though you've seen the kobolds come through these mines, so you know that there's clearly got to be access. It just might be a bit of a roundabout way of going through it.
Oh yeah, let's go kill some harpies. We're gonna feed them to those plants that I talked to.
So you found some briars that were very excited to have harpy flesh. And
Yeah.
Killing harpies.
The herbs.
No.
As
cool.
The rest of the group is continuing to talk about and discuss plans, think about what we need to do for the next leg of the journey, you take sort of a peek outside, and you notice a really kind of blustery, fluffy storm, but you feel as though it's not a threatening one. Think like snow day, perhaps like fun, light, but it does look a little more ominous because of the forever winter that's currently encroaching.
I want to make sure that Red Rage is like bundled up and not too cold.
They have an adorable like Inuit style hoodie, so it's got the little tuft of fur around it.
Perfect.
Like Alaskan native.
Are you warm enough? Yes, I'm fine. Are you sure? Yes, I'm fine.
Because I'm covered in fur. I'm pretty warm. Do you want my scarf?
They are kind of
You wanna wear
hanging out
me?
near you. They've got your tail kind of around them like a mink.
There you go.
It's fluffy and it's soft. A giant squishmallow.
Spirit is hanging out here, I believe.
Yep. There's his couple of minis. He's vibing. Living his best life.
And you, does you want to come with us or stay here?
You is happy to do whichever you would prefer. He feels that he owes you a debt, and therefore wants to protect or defend, whichever you prefer.
Oh, come on, buddy.
All right. You joins the party.
Is there anybody from the community center around?
Currently, it just looks like random townsfolk that are kind of coming and going. The community center is just that. It's like a YMCA where people can come and utilize the services, but like the expectation is that everyone takes care of the spot. So no one's being like a jerk per se. There are people who will kind of like give your group a side eye, but for the most part they'll keep to themselves.
But none of the siblings all left, right?
The siblings all left to take Lewis back to his place.
Okay. Because Guru's looking for something, and he feels like they might know where he can find it.
Yeah, for sure. They will return before too much longer if you wanted to ask them something.
Yeah, I would like to do.
Sure. Before we resolve that, Arkmon, Tyke is feeling a bit nervous about the snow and the weather and all of the craziness that's happened so far. They expressed to you that they kind of think it might be a good idea for them to stay behind. They are lacking resolve in following you up the mountain. They're not big on heights. They've never been this deep in the snow. They're kind of not vibing with how tough this adventure is. They are smaller, and they wouldn't admit that to you, that's the main reason why they're concerned, but they are expressing to you that they're worried that they might be a detriment, and that they think it might be a good idea for them to stay here.
I suppose Arkmall would be, maybe a little surprised, because she did manage pretty well. She's actually I think in that like funny little like tree scenario in the last fight, she actually got up the tree higher than I did. Just due to rules, that sort of thing. She's impressed me as far as her ability in battle, but honestly, I don't think it's necessarily a terrible idea. Let's see, I wish I had another uh, sending stone or something of a sort, and my prestidigitation wouldn't last beyond an hour or so. Um, just as far as some way to communicate. But yeah, no, if she feels more comfortable staying on the mountain, I would, yeah, just make sure she's like good with everything. She feels fine trusting the people down here and such, and maybe, honestly, I don't know.
Like, I'm gonna take care of Spirit because they have such a great rapport with them currently. Like, someone's got to
Right.
stay behind and take care of Spirit. So
True, and you know what? I'd also probably at this point, she's probably built up quite a good rapport with Skips, so I'd leave Skips Trips as well. So yeah, we'll leave Trips as well.
okay. She
I'm like
is-
showing Tyke how to properly braid Spirit's mane in a way that is like both fashionable and like sustainable and like stays out of his face so he can see better and yeah.
he can understand what you're saying, but is having a bit of a hard time executing it. Sort of like if you describe how to do a braid the first time, and somebody who's just kind of all thumbs with that sort of thing is then trying to follow. They're just like, let's roll a performance check for Tyke. We'll do it on Arquan's sheet, because I have it in front of me. He's not too bad for a first time. So they are able to follow you relatively closely, and they're like, I think I got it. I think I got it. Beard will kind of flick his tail a little bit, like, no, you did it wrong the first time. You have to fix it. Rather, Rail, you know.
No.
Rail.
God damn it.
Why do you hate me so?
Why don't you like my voice, Rail?
You did this to me.
Oh my. Whoa, this took a turn.
Yeah, I got
Hold up.
Because otherwise you would all just hate him automatically.
Love you, buddy. Have fun.
Voice, but it didn't make sense.
Why am I cursed with consciousness?
What the?
It is very appreciative, though, that you're listening to what they're saying, because they were a little worried to tell you, so you can, with your passive investigation being bonkers, you can kind of see that when they brought it up to you, they looked really nervous and kind of, like, a little befuddled with their speech.
I would say, yeah, no, I think actually, you know what? There's some good things about you staying down here. You keep an eye on situation. You've seen how crazy it's kind of been at times. I do worry about something happen while we're away, but at the same time, I do like that you're gonna be here with the animals. I think that'll be great, and yeah, hopefully we won't be long.
See here. Can you roll me a percentile?
Hooray!
Do you wish that you could stay in communication with Tyke?
25. Low. Interesting number. It's right at a quartile here. Who knows what that means for a percentile? I don't know.
Check, check, mic check.
Yep.
Check,
You're.
check, 1, 2.
There we go. Okay. So Tyke will go to hold onto your hand after you've kind of agreed that it's okay for her to stay behind, and like as she squeezes your hand, it gets kind of warm for a second, and like it's not pure telepathy, but you can kind of hear what she's saying, which is, I'm really glad he's okay with me staying behind. You can almost hear that. She's thinking it that loudly. You can also hear her think, man, I want another brownie.
Arkmon kind of eyes wide and like, whoa. Were you saying
You're
something?
holding your hand. She's like, huh? No, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh.
It's like,
You don't have a. You don't got a sending stone on you, do you?
not on me. No.
Don't worry about it. No, no, no. You. All right. Let me make sure. Um. You might be actually pretty good at this. Question.
Feel like almost
I-
like that weird, like a weird buzz, like a me. Like what is he talking about?
Does Maw's magic jug? It's just like an alchemist jug, right? More or less.
Yep.
Is that something that needs to be attuned?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
If you want to change the items within, you would need to attune to it.
Word.
You pick it up and move it around, it'll have whatever the last or whatever it refreshes as. You would still be in charge of it, whatever the random effect is for the day. But if they wanted to be able to be in charge of like crafting the weave in that general direction, that would be on them.
I'm gonna do something. Actually, not Maw's magic jug. Maw's pen. Is that something like I know attunement just like requires a day with the thing, right? More or less.
It's usually just like any kind of familiarity with the object. Tyke is actually already familiar with Moz Pen. I know some items only one at a time, but for brevity, we'll say that multiple people can be attuned to this pen based on magic.
I'm gonna give her the pen, and just in case, and we don't want to stir up anything. Use this, and you could maybe, like, kind of silently deliver us a message when we get back into town, and in case things have gone tits up.
He thinks very loudly. Man, he's so smart. He's so cute when he's all thinking about stuff like this. And she's like, yeah, no, that sounds like a great plan, dude.
I'm tripping out by hearing her second voice, because now it's clear. Like, no, she wasn't moving her mouth right then, and then she said, "No problem." Okay. He takes that on, and I suppose gives her. As we're wrapping things up, we're not leaving quite yet, but maybe just spend some time before we leave.
It is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, we're crashing. That's right.
And so, with
Right.
the sun starting to set, you could start to make your way up the mountain. Uru, as I mentioned before, you noticed that when you looked out into the horizon, you saw that it looked like there was a small storm on the horizon, but nothing that would make you feel like you can't move out at night, other than nighttime is generally kind of a dangerous time to go out.
Right.
I was kind of under the impression the plan was to rest, namely because I am out of spell slots.
Same here.
Fair enough.
Everybody wants to spend the night in town. Awesome. Love
Homework.
it. Beautiful. One more night. We like it. Any plans for this evening before you all step out? The siblings will probably return by this point. They'll mention that Lewis is going to sleep it off. Don't worry about it. He's perfectly fine.
I mean, obviously I want to talk to them, but I can do that during the in-between period.
Before we move to you talking to the siblings, Call, was there anything you wanted to do?
Probably, I would say after the brownies were wrapped up, Call would, I think just
There are no
spend
brownies
some
left to
time.
wrap up. They are all gone.
Yeah, I made sure.
No.
Through means of magic or just popularity, there are no brownies left to be had.
Oh no, I meant the task of brownies. Sorry. we had wrapped up making the
Yeah.
brownies. So after that call, probably would have spent some time just like outside, like doing some light endurance training,
Okay.
and then when everyone turned in for the night, he would probably want to try to talk to the sword.
Then we will circle back to that since that'll be in the evening. Um, Ray, was there anything you wanted to do before the between 4 o'clock and nightfall?
Um, yes. I'm trying to remember because I've been really bad about taking notes lately, but there was a ritual spell that Uru and I were going to collaborate
Yep.
on, and
Hmm.
we were searching for the components that we would need for this spell.
Yep.
Um, I basically understand the ritual, like I'm gonna perform it the way that I would for the forest spirit, but using mountain uh,
Since
components.
yeah,
Um, so can I do some foraging for things that I
sure. Did you want to go
like?
foraging
Maybe an art.
alone? Did you want to go with you? Who did you want to bring with you?
What is Uru doing right now?
I mean, I just need to talk to the siblings, and then I could join you absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I'd want Uru to come with me because he could give me some insight as to like what sort of materials out here would be considered um like holy or uh arcanic, that sort of thing.
And I go with
Uh,
them to see if I can figure out what out there is food.
okay.
But foraging, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Darkness. Would you be staying behind at the community center with the siblings, or would
Yes.
you'd be staying behind? All right.
Yeah, darkness isn't going anywhere tonight.
All right. Fine.
Oh, we verified in an earlier session that the armorer doesn't really have anything of particular note or interest, right? Just
Correct.
basic
It's
stuff.
it's it's been a really long time. They do have aesthetic upgrades, so if you wanted to shift your armor to being more Frosty Mountain aesthetic, that's kind of the vibe. But in terms of like a +2 suit of armor, they don't really deal in that sort of thing. It's mostly repairs, or like replacements in the event that like they don't have any upgrades, but they do have basic armor that could outfit you, if that makes sense.
Fair. Call probably wouldn't be well. In case I ever really just need an alternative to the scorpion armor, do they carry any plate?
They do have a suit of half plate available.
Half plate? What's that add to my AC again?
I
If I may.
believe. Let me just double check.
You're currently wearing like medium armor, right?
No, this is heavy.
Oh, I thought you switched to the leather armor.
I put it back on before we left to go chase darkness.
Ah,
That gives you an AC of 15 plus your Dex modifier, max of 2.
Okay. Um,
I believe
then
you
yeah, it might
have
be.
currently a max of 2, so if you wanted, that would give you a 17 AC,
Got it. And
which is shy of what you currently have.
yeah. I think I would like to purchase a suit of half plate just as a just in casey kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
And also I would probably just have some basic maintenance done, just like make sure my tools are in good condition. I can't really have them look at my armor without taking it off. So yeah, probably just my sword.
Gotcha. It is 500 gold pieces for the half plate, marked
Wow.
down from 750. Uh,
Hmm.
That is hefty. But I
Like I
don't
said,
have a ton
it is
else.
250 cheaper than what it normally
Yeah,
goes for. Like
yeah. I'll go ahead and take it. You said 500.
500, yeah.
Okay. And there's no place to get potions or like health potions or anything, right?
No, not really.
Okay. Then yeah, probably just the armor maintenance and then endurance training.
Cool. So we'll just say that the armor maintenance they will throw in with the purchase because they'll sense that. Actually, go ahead and roll me. How would you like to? They'll just throw it in. They'll kind of notice that like as you're kind of like counting the coins in your bag, they'll just indicate that they're happy to throw in the basic kind of toolkit repair. They're just sort of happy to be able to sell the piece finally because they recognize that it's a luxury item technically, but they'll kind of go on and on and on about I know the prices are really high. I'm really sorry, and um, roll me a insight check or sorry, perception check.
Okay. Nice. 23.
You can kind of see like this faint miasma kind of form around them, like the morning is starting to kind of creep up as they start to kind of get sad, talking about like I'm sorry that it's so expensive, and I understand if you don't want it. Like big
Not at all.
eager energy.
This is fine craftsmanship. I'll gladly pay them. And your price is more than fair. I'll gladly pay it.
Go ahead and roll bluff or persuasion, whichever you feel is more appropriate for the moment.
All right. Would
What
I be
Paul's
able
doing.
to? May I? I'm going to go ahead and actually just burn a superiority die for commanding presence as well.
Okay.
Persuasion. And then I'm going to get the extra d10. So 12 plus 9. Nice. 21.
Well, with the 21, you can kind of notice the morning dim down a little bit, and their posture will straighten up a bit, and they'll be like, "It is a good price, isn't it? And it is good craftsmanship. You know, if you look really closely, I did this little fun little filigree here, and I know nobody really likes it, but if you look here, it's got the lyrics to like my favorite song, just kind of knitted along the edge here. It's like a weird thing. But I'm proud of it. I think it turned out really good.
I shall wear it with pride. All
Paul
right. Yeah.
wears half plate.
No. There we go. Okay. And so Call will drop 50 platinum pieces on the table, uh, and then he'll also leave another like 14 gold, just because why not?
Like, this is too much. I can't take all that.
Please.
They won't push. They will then gladly take the coins and be like, I don't even really know what to do with it. But save it for a rainy day, I suppose.
I'm sure you'll find use for them eventually. The weather seems like it's going to clear up a bit at some point in the near future.
Well, let's hope so. Is there anything else I could do for you today?
Just remember that it can't always storm. And Call will walk out.
Alrighty.
The most charming Call's ever going to be,
Yeah.
and no one is ever gonna see it.
Yeah,
No one will
what?
believe you.
No one will ever believe you.
Rail believes it.
Rail's seen it. Rail just knows. um, Darkness. You mentioned wanting to wait to interact with the siblings. Was there anything in particular you wanted to talk with them about?
I guess I don't remember at this point.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it'll come to me though.
Nope, yep, word. Moving on. on. Arquan, is there anything else you wanted to do while Rail, Uru, and Jackie are off foraging? Or did you want to cut your time short with Tyke to go foraging with them?
No, I'd probably spend it with Tyke. One thing, I know she has a stash she's been holding on to.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be very useful for us. I also maybe hope that she would think about maybe making some while we're away. I'd like to get at least like a, let's see, we need like a 6-pack of shrinky drinks. So I'll ask to get those off her.
How to do shrinky drinks, but
She has a stash. She's had 7 in her inventory, so I'll take
how many? She'll
6-pack.
tell, I think I only have 5 remaining.
Can I call her bluff? I know she's bullshitting
no,
me.
You can immediately tell that she's not telling you the truth.
We really might need this. Thank you. I kind of look at her a little bit and like, God damn it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So she'll take out 6 of them. She has 1 remaining now. She's like, you think these are actually gonna come in handy while you're on the mountain?
Well, the one thing that we did notice was, and that the kobolds told us as much, is that the tunnels in these mountains, they go all over the damn place, even to the Queen's Lair. And we're not going to use it to get up there, but if for any reason we need to get the hell out of Dodge, it would be a good option. No matter how much the big guys hate to drink it, it might be our only option at some point. So, just trying to cover our bases, more or less.
She'll start thinking about how thoughtful you are, and how great of a planner you are, and how like business Archmon this, business Archmon that. Like his mom would be so proud of him.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Think about just like a math equation right now, if you could. Just think about it.
Like 2 plus 2.
But don't tell me.
Okay. This is an interesting game. All right. Math equation, but don't tell you about it.
Please.
Okay.
And then I imagine she thinks of some random ass equation, and I'm hearing it.
Tell her not to think about it. You're not able to.
I said her not to speak it. Tell me about it. Not to not think about it. I need you to think about a math equation, but I need you not to tell me. I'm tripping out.
Yep, no, I understand it. I am doing what you're asking. I'm not entirely sure. And it is silent. When you tell her don't think about you, or to not think about to telling you, to not tell you.
To not tell me.
Yes.
Okay.
Stupid high investigation.
Think about...
Oh, if she's thinking about me, then I hear it.
Yeah. Okay. So then, think about a equation and think about telling me, I guess.
But don't tell you?
I'm just trying, Archmon's just trying to test, like, he doesn't know, he's just hearing thoughts, and it's like, he's heard faint things before, but he's not, like, he's not in tune with, like, a fucking god. He knows this stuff from sending stones.
So after, while the trio is off foraging, you spent a fair amount of time with Tyke trying to figure out exactly how this is working. How long do you do this before you tell her what's up, if ever?
Oh, I would. I would tell her. So, like, I just want to test it initially, but, like, before I sound crazy. And then I'd ask her if she heard anything that I was thinking.
She would say no. And you can tell that she's telling you.
All the same, I mean... I can't explain it. But, I mean, shit, it also wouldn't be the craziest damn thing come across lately, so...
So that's like one-way texting?
I guess more or less. Like, yeah, it's like a sending stone, but you don't have the ability to send it back. But I don't know. Hmm, I guess this is the best. This honestly puts. I suppose it puts me at ease a little bit. Be able to have some idea what's happening down here and
At least that
what's
they're not
happening to you.
She's kind of perplexed a little bit at the notion of that. She's like, do you know if there's a way to turn it off? Or are you just always gonna know what I'm thinking about you?
Yeah, if you, I would kind of be like, well, yeah, you know what?
Like,
Honestly, that's kind of weird. Yeah, if you think about not thinking about me, like you did initially with the math equation, right? Then I don't think I hear it. I don't think, anyways. I can't explain it. It just started happening too, but that is what it is, I guess.
like, okay.
I wish I could put it into more reason. It just I don't know. Maybe it's we do have quite a big connection with I don't know crazy ass fey magic. Maybe that's something to do with it. I don't know. Try not to think about it too much. But he kind of realized I didn't think about it. He's like, that's kind of tough.
Like worry on her face, but she's not thinking about you while she's worrying. It seems she's kind of thinking about herself, as you mentioned. Yeah, if you don't think about me during it, if you just sort of block it out, kind of. But every once in a while, it's just like something will kind of pop up, but it'll almost sound like she's talking backwards.
The best thing is that if you need me to know something while I'm up there, you can get to me.
She'll close her eyes really hard and be like, I think I really want you to get me a brownie.
Word.
Damn.
It's like, did that work?
I don't think there are anymore. I mean, we could take a look. Maybe they didn't quite get the pan, but
Like, oh, but
I doubt.
brownie if I asked for one? That's so sweet. She's being very lovey-dovey with you because she doesn't really want to go with. She doesn't want you to go without them, but they also legitimately sense this. They are worried that they will not be able to keep up.
I don't want to push her beyond what she's comfortable with. At the same time, I feel like she is very capable, so I would let her know about that for sure, but it wouldn't be to where it's like, yeah, if at this time, like, it's been a lot, we're jumping into another thing, you know, it's only been like a day and a half of rest. It's understandable. It's a lot. And it's gonna, you know, honestly, it's probably not gonna let up past this point, but if right now we do need someone to take care of the animals and stuff and stay in place, so I think it might work out real well. So I'm fine with it.
Like hugs and affection for being a kind and supportive partner. And we'll fade to black. And we will switch over to Rail, Uru, and Jackie trudging through the snow. So, in the town of Edmondtown, there are a couple of options in terms of like where you could, in theory, head from the community center. You have already headed south of Scotia to the graveyard, and then later into the alcove where you encountered you and his family. We also know that there were some spirit energies heading up north towards where the mines are located and the frozen over lake.
I mean, I don't think we want to get too far from town, obviously. This isn't a long adventure kind of thing. We want to be relatively close. maybe like
Safe.
heading towards the graveyard there. It looks like there's some trees and stuff around there. Looks like that might be like a little woodsy, foresty kind of area outside of the graveyard. That might be a decent spot to do some foraging.
You're the expert here.
Because
I
fun
have
facts, when bodies decompose, they fertilize the soil. So generally, the areas around graveyards are really fertile soil.
Oh yeah, that's actually really smart. You know, we tend to bury the bodies of the game we catch near the garden to help with that fertilization process
And
back at
because
home.
of the nature of the graveyard here, there are many people buried in it without coffin. There's, you know, the souls of
So,
the lost, so to speak.
but are the bodies frozen?
No. Once you get to a decent chunk below the snow, the natural heat from the stuff on top of you would make sure that
Ah,
anything 4 to 5 feet deep would start to thaw in a matter of seconds.
thank you. I am not familiar with this type of environment, so
It's
appreciate it.
it's why the colder-blooded creatures prefer the caves and stuff. They go underground a little bit further, and the heat from the core keeps those areas a little bit warmer than the outer areas.
That explains why the kobolds are all hanging out in the caves. Um, with my wolf-like perception, can I get advantage on a keen sense to see if I smell any like particular herbs that like stand out amongst the trees and shrubbery?
And yes, this is
Puff out your chest a little bit. You take a big, deep inhale through your nose as you try and allow your keener senses to take over to direct you towards some sort of greenery, some sort of foliage. But the sting from the cold weather and the ice is making it very hard for you to find anything that you would consider a fresh herb of sorts. You smell bark and you smell dirt, and you definitely can smell some of the root vegetables nearby, like the carrots, but there really isn't anything like lush or green that you would consider an herb, like a foraged herb. Or there's a little bit of evergreen to the tree, I suppose would be like the one thing that does sort of like at the tip of your nose is that pungent pine smell. But that's about there. That is what you're able to deduce.
I do the sneeze and the body shake that dogs do when they sneeze and like uh boy the air up here is extremely cold. I don't know if I can sense anything. I might be looking for the wrong type of materials here. Uru, this is your area of expertise. What should we be looking for?
Yeah, where's the food?
Oh, you know, I sense some carrots actually,
No.
kind of right over in that little dirt patch there.
No.
Call's not here.
Um, Unfortunately, the mountain's been dead for a while as far as growth is concerned. We were having growth issues before I left anyways, and can't imagine with what's going on it'll be that much better. But I can take a
Minerals.
look.
Are there any precious stones, minerals that maybe your people hold dear?
You'd have to go in the caves for that.
Things
Um,
have been accessed previously for many a fine ore and gemstone alike. The
um,
Goliaths don't have much of a use for them other than to maybe help carry the load for people who are willing to trade more
yeah, I was
valuable
gonna.
supplies. But in terms of like your tribe specifically wouldn't hold much value to shiny
No,
pretty stones.
I was thinking like if anything, maybe we might like if we found some, we might go grate the people off the mountain seem to covet these, and we can probably get some really good material
Yep.
usage
Be
out
able
of
to trade
these.
for
But
tons of pelts, lots of
yeah,
food once upon a time. So
but
it would help find them, sure, but it wasn't like something that it wasn't even something you guys cared to necessarily go out and find. It was literally more akin to Goliaths would sometimes be conscripted by other people visiting the Ragnar Mountains because they are big and burly and they can carry a lot. Because while dwarves are also big and burly and can carry a lot, there's more mini hands make light work, and
yeah,
the Goliaths are already on the mountain, and they're usually happy to do. In your tribe specifically, we're super happy to do manual labor in exchange for things that would otherwise take foragers. Not that your group was particularly poor at foraging, but ever since the recent exchange of power, uh, foraging just wasn't considered as valuable for a little while, and at first that didn't seem like such a bad thing.
So one thing I know that we definitely need is a sacrificial creature. Um, a creature of this mountain would suffice.
plenty of
I
harpies. We
know
can
that,
sacrifice a bunch of them.
yeah, I figured since we're on our way to go fight some harpies anyways, I'll just like keep the remains of one of them, I guess. Uh, Aside from that, maybe some precious stones and um, what was the do do you remember if that particular like cocoa, like spiced cocoa, does that grow on the mountain?
No, we would.
Does that come from Wrath?
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot
Oh,
of our fresh plants, stuff like that, would come from Wrath, and we would we would
It's
definitely the
it was the
chilies
chili
were
powder that has grown on the Retnar Mountain.
yeah.
Everything else came from Wrath through trading with the Dragonborn clans, uh, in the sands below.
We
can
would
we
have
look for some of those chilies?
you would have to be further up the mountain. I don't think they grew them down here. I believe that
It's
was a
colder.
Goliath
It's higher up.
specialty.
So what is
If
up
we
here?
can get some of those chilies, um, I can
I
grind them
mean,
into a fine powder, and create an incense. Um,
I
because
do still have some of them.
well, perfect.
You've been holding out.
No, you knew I had the cinnamon, nutmeg, and chilies. I got them specifically for making hot chocolate.
Oh yeah.
I just need a little bit, but I need a way to dehydrate the chilies. Maybe Call can lend a hand on that. He's pretty good in the kitchen. Plus, he's got, fire coming out of his mouth sometimes. Sometimes, I don't know about recently, actually. It's been a little weird, but I'll see what we can do with that. And I guess in that case, can we? Is there like a rocky alcove nearby that we could investigate for some minerals?
Not
We
in the direction that you're currently headed, but if you did want to head up towards the mining area, there is plenty of quarry type rock uh, between there and the frozen over lake.
Yeah, gonna head up there.
Can
Is
I get
everything
some?
okay? I heard a holy shit.
Yeah.
believe a miracle has happened.
What?
Did
Ah,
you
my
fixed it?
computer is alive
Is it
again.
good? It
No,
lives!
that remains to be determined. But it is conscious once more.
It was conscious. Well, that's a good sign.
What was it?
It
Would you
went
have to?
unconscious and reset every fucking thing, redo my thermal paste again, reseat literally all of the things, and then completely reset the BIOS as well. And it
Gee.
seemed to finally say, "All right, fuck you, I'll do it."
It's like,
But
fine. If you really want me to
yeah,
function that bad.
God, what 4
I mean,
fucking hours
also
and getting
me.
working again. Yeah, right. Oh my god. All right. Now for more diagnostics. Please continue.
Actually do
All
need to
right.
take a quick break for meds and such. So I will be right back. Everyone go ahead and take a quick 10, refresh your drinks, use a potty, etc. I'll be back.
Take meds and such. Let's all go to the snack bar. Let's all go to the snack bar. Yo, I would eat the hell out of some snacks.
Bro. I did over 100 squats, and then my knees reminded me that I'm over the age of 35, and
Well,
have been continuing to remind me for the last 3 days. Oh god.
my
ugh,
my back's reminding me that I had to pick my dad up and throw him in bed yesterday.
oof.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I appreciate you doing my share of the squats for me.
I think I could do
Oh god.
50.
50, the first 50 were easy.
It's
The last 100, that's where
dude,
the real pain comes in.
Jesus. Over the course of a day, I could do that, but all at once.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I,
as a
I took a break
concerted
for a
effort.
breather, and then kept going. And yeah, I think mistakes were made.
You should smoke weed about it.
I should smoke weed about it. I need more weed. Smoke about
You
it. I
should.
will go
There'll
find some
be
more.
there'll be days where I'll run up and down the stairs, which is fucking fantastic workout. And then
Oh yeah.
like later that day, I'll like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs and get a drink or something. And walking down each step, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah, you're. I'm done.
my legs might not make this. We'll be
Yep.
going down.
Perilous
Passive
journey every
protest.
step. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the kettlebell weights. I think I'm gonna use that next time. Run up and down the stairs with one of the weights.
I need to actually start doing exercise.
Yeah, do recommend.
Good for you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because if you don't, it gets worse.
I stand up all day at work.
That's good. I don't.
That is good. But also cardio. Rule 1,
Uh,
cardio.
yeah, yeah,
Roll 2.
yeah. I know.
Big dog at. Roll 3. Grande latte enema. That's how you get through a day.
Oh,
Dear God.
The butt froth is
wow,
weird though.
son.
Yeah. Oh come on! You telling me you
Yeah,
haven't
me
butt
too.
chugged the first cup of the day?
You know, I can't say that I have.
Haven't you seen those frappuccinos from Starbucks in those little jars? They're designed that way for a reason.
And it went from not
They got
to
that
yes
wide berth on
to
them, you know.
green slightly before collapsing, so I knew I was making progress. But I figured it out. Still a couple years.
Computers can be a puzzle,
Tastes
but
angry.
they can be fixed.
No, it's just. It's because all of the perfume is on the top of the can, and it just aerates down into the sparkling
Into
water.
the chug, yeah. Mm.
So like I'm gonna go buy big tortillas and then probably about like however if I'm up to it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do tomorrow morning first thing.
Oh, fun. Got Petaluma. Or, yeah, Petaluma.
I have to put on the do what I'm doing. I'm not able to set up the equipment. I don't want to call it here. And I've already mostly set up the cameras up.
Yeah.
Whatever, it takes 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just put a switch.
Yeah.
Got- If I just need it,
Yeah.
fine.
Make it work. Yeah, right.
I'll just take that.
At least they're Bert's letting you out. Oh,
I have to have a license to work,
yeah.
and I had to wait up until this point to get my birth certificate because that took forever for some fucking reason. And then I want to get my name changed on top of it, so like
Do
had
all.
to all of that, and then I had to wait for my new social security card to come in, and that took a couple of weeks. So,
Right. Yay.
but
Right.
Hey, Captain, I don't know if you can hear me. Do you know if the AC is on?
But no, if the AC's on, we'd be fucking dying right now if it wasn't on.
Oh, it's just okay.
It's still the 90s outside.
It feels like it's not on, but that's okay. It could just be that hot today, so I don't want to push the AC. We're comfortable.
Are you roasting right now?
I am comfortable. Uh,
Comfortable's good.
just gonna use the bathroom.
There we go.
Check. I just need a minute to check in with some friends, see what's going on.
You're kind of quiet tonight. I'm not sure why.
Check, mic check. Yeah, I don't know. I think Chris was just working overtime because of the fan on behind me. I think it's just
Yeah, I
trying
can
to
see
like
that.
noise gate the fan to the best of its ability. But then
Alright, I think I just made that kid shit his pants. That was cool.
don't do that.
But he threw out a massive super, and I basically just like moved through it like it wasn't even there. He must have been like, "Duh."
Pants. Too hot for socks.
And I'm like, bison.
Bison.
After work, I played against my buddy who's master rank in this game. It was 8-4 in terms of games, so hey, I just got into diamond. I got to get through all of diamond to catch up to him, so I'll take it. Getting some wins in alone is something. So
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's back. Roll call.
Yo, yo, yo.
Here I
Yeah.
am, rock you like a hurricane.
Rocky and a hurricane. Rocky in a hurricane.
Well, searching about
Oh.
in the cemetery and in town for
Actually
items.
managed to get it living again.
Check, mic check.
I hear you.
Okay,
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's good.
I
I
just
wasn't
realized
sure.
my mic was open.
So whilst collecting various reagents for what you hope to be a successful spell to communicate with the spirits of the mountain, you find that you're coming up a few essential reagents short, but you also estimate that you could probably find them on your way up the mountain. Uru,
Okay.
can you please roll a religion check for me?
Sorry. Religion.
Ah,
Da-
religion.
Hmm.
Religion.
With a 10,
Yeah.
you know that typically speaking, if one were to commune, which again is not something that your tribe is accustomed to doing, as they are not prone, they respect and recognize the existence of such things, but they do not feel particularly beholden to pray to them for mercy or beg for, you know, assistance or aid. They're mostly to be treated as things that exist but do not fuck with. It's part of why you've been kind of snubbed by your group, is because you were fraternizing with what is basically a spirit of the mountain, which was a no-no.
Yeah, that's true.
You get the sense when you're trying to recall what that ritual might look like that generally you want to represent 4 elements. So your standard earth, water, fire, air.
Okay.
And since it's a good representation of fire, water is watery. Earth is also pretty easy. The air one is a little bit not exactly sure how you're going to achieve that, but there's a couple of options, and I'm
Oh,
sure if the two of you,
I have a way.
I was gonna do the incense.
which is a great fire or air, depending.
True. We also need something dead, like bones and stuff. I
Yes,
was gonna do that for Earth.
because that'll represent like the life force of the spirit, and that's generally the thing that the spirit takes the form of when it animates. That's why you need the sacrificial thing, is for it to commune through said dead thing. It's a little unsettling. It's a bit jarring, but hey, this isn't for fun.
I've also never done this. I've only ever learned about it through like the teachings that my friend told me about.
Yep.
So I'm going based off entirely theory right now.
Yep. And it sounds creepy and a little bit fucked up, especially the sacrificial part. But hey, rituals are rituals, and if it wasn't at least a little bit creepy, people would be doing it all the time. Like if you just needed a little bit of dirt, a little bit of water, people would be bugging spirits constantly. So sacrifices are, you know, how we see if it's worth it or not, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So I guess we can head back to the group. We got some good stuff.
Yeah. I also
Um,
need to speak with the siblings still.
Indeed.
So hopefully they are back by now.
We let's see here. Darkness is also staying behind with the siblings, but I think Darkness is still wrapping up some computer stuff, so I will sync up with him later. That sounds correct. I think it sounds correct because no one's saying nothing. Okay. So the trio, Uru, Jackie, and Rail, return to the community center. Tyke and Arkmon are off enjoying each other's company. But if you'd like to return to the rest of the group, you are welcome to do so, or you can continue to spend time with Tyke.
I think when I mean we're just at the community center, right? So for the night we're crashing at
There's plenty of room for you to crash at the community center. you could also go back to minis. The minis is a little bit blown in right now because of the last blizzard that happened.
Right. I mean, willing to more or less be able to talk it out with the group before tomorrow morning if there's anything to talk to. But yeah, otherwise, just looking to crash.
Are you keeping Trips entertained right now?
I would hope we're trying to. Yes. He's gonna have to understand that he's gonna be. He's gonna be hanging out down here for a bit. I'll be working on commands and stuff with him for sure. I think that's something I'm actively trying to get better at.
Yeah, that sounds great.
With my teaching
command?
circle. I mean, like, so we've I think in working with Call and getting some just basic kind of commands down for trips in Draconic. Just simple, stay, come here. Maybe even
So Trips is able to pick up like
Yeah.
like your basic dog commands, so like come, sit, stop, stay, speak. He picks all of those up without any issue, and with minimal effort. He almost
Cool.
seems kind of bored, like when you're like he's like bark, like.
Right.
He definitely seems to have the wiggles.
I mean, I suppose we did just hang out today and play, but yeah, still energized.
He's a very active little dragon. Is there any other kind of trick you would want to try? Something more complicated?
I mean, I've never had him actually use his breath weapon or anything. Never had him attack. I suppose I'd be curious to see how he does do maybe a little bit more, like, because he's getting a little bit bigger, a little bit more capable. So I don't know if I have anything as far as like any kind of attack command. I know I understand a word for how to breathe fire, more or less.
How do you think you would try and demonstrate to a baby dragon how to breathe fire? Or whatever element in this case.
It's a great question.
There is an actual fire-breathing person
It's true.
outside training.
You just have to spoil all of my fucking fun, don't you? Rude. You know what you are,
sorry.
you're rude.
I mean, I could do it too. I have, with a combination of thaumaturgy, prestidigitation, create bonfire. Like I could make it look like I'm doing as such as well. You know what? No. You know what? I'm training him. I'd like to try to do that.
Let's go whiskey and a torch.
You could
Whiskey and a torch. No, you know what? We're gonna try it, and we're gonna try it first. I might fail fantastically at this.
I love this.
I mean, let's see. I'm trying to take a look through. I mean, hellish rebuke, like even like I could do an actual attack, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, we could fake it with the combination, I would say, of prestidigitation, thaumaturgy, and performance. Create bonfire as well. Yeah, I guess those are the three that I have.
Okay. So you're hyping up your little guy. You're trying to show him, like, I imagine Arkmon putting his hands to his face to like cast out in that direction, like a blah, like if you're yelling, but instead the magic comes out of your hands. So it looks like it's coming out of your mouth, but it's actually coming out of your hands. Kind of a vibe.
And I'm like, what is it? I damn it. I had this word before. Hold on, I'm looking through my notes.
You're good. Take your time. Trips will like prance around a little bit. It's a little hard because the snow is getting a little bit deeper because of the ground pull that is falling. It is very fluffy and it's kind of almost magical if it wasn't kind of eerie. If it wasn't for the fact that the skies seem dark and depressing and there's this sense of sort of like a liminal space almost, that kind of haunting quiet when you feel like there should be people around and there aren't. But Trips doesn't seem to be particularly affected by this as he like bounds from like hiding spot to hiding spot to hiding spot.
So I again like in getting his attention, and I'm kind of like very squarely to him, and I think it's and he's like I'm kind of stumbling with it a little bit. Dracaris, Dracaris, and I'm like doing the action for the fire.
Draw carrots.
Draw carrot.
Dracaris, Dracaris,
Alright.
Dracaris.
Episode title.
Dracaris, damn it.
Dracarys.
Drac.
Drake Harris.
And draws some carrots.
Can you roll me a performance check?
Sure. God damn it, of course.
Okay. And then if you could roll a persuasion for me. Okay, so you explained the technique really, really well, but your execution of it isn't... You're not used to doing a dragon's breath, okay? It's not your thing, and so it looks cool from your angle, but it is a little bit all over the place. And Trips, nodding in affirmation, like, starts to, like, spark, 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 spark. And I feel like I need to share a gif of what this looks like, because I'm going to have a hard time describing it, so give me just 1 second. So, Baby Trips just opens up his mouth, and this bright, multicolored
Oh my God.
beam, reminiscent of a lightning bolt, but in every color of the rainbow, just
Whoa.
flying out of his mouth.
Wicked.
But it does very little to no damage. Like, there's a tiny little, like, it's almost like a cigarette flick worth of... It looks really cool, but in terms of, like, impact, it's kind of like... a very... It is a small blast. We're talking, like, firework level damage, so probably anywhere between a 1d6 to a 1d4 if we were to try and math rock it out. But it looks cool. And he's very excited.
And Arkmon will be encouraging. I don't mind it, like, yeah, it's not like I'm expecting like it to be
Rose is
so
like,
crazy.
what's all that racket? Inside?
Did I just like flashbang a building right now? Like, whoop. Sorry about that. No, he's.
Mop.
It's the
Mop.
caught the right fire off off this his collar, the light.
Right. And Jack
Yes.
can really see this glittery sort of beam just go ping out of the side from inside of the community center, just flies off into the hills.
The fuck?
Oh shit!
I think we should check it out.
I start running towards the sword.
Trips looks excited as fuck. He's like bouncing around, he's trying to click his tongue to try and get it to happen again, but he's a baby and he can kind of only do it once every so often. But so he's trying really, really hard. After seeing how excited you were that he did it, he's just like click, 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 ah, click, 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 click.
Call like runs in, hand on his sword, like what's going? Oh.
You see there's like
Umbrella
their
coming,
whole
like
Tyke's already like trying to figure out what they can put in front of it.
That's awesome.
Nothing to see here. Just mind your business.
I would be careful about encouraging him to do that inside.
Click, 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 click. Trips does not understand the concept of being convinced to, you know, be calm.
What does he understand?
He has no chill right
Oh, god damn it. I was muted. Sorry. I was saying something right there.
right.
My mistake. I was going to say, I thought we were outside. I didn't think we were inside. I would never encourage them to do it inside. But you know what? I got a little carried away with the commands. That's my problem.
I assumed inside because it's getting later in the day. It's starting to get chilly, and like you're able to kind of control it. It's a working room. It's not like it's the end of the world if something kind of like. And he's a baby. How much damage could he possibly do? I think is the logic behind like, yeah, we can do it in here. It's probably fine. Especially because you're using things like prestidigitation. You're not using like actual hellfire.
Well, I'm not, but he might be.
And as it turns out,
But no, yeah, no, I'm very happy he's able to do it, and but yeah, I guess I would try, perhaps to. We only have so much understanding right now, but more or less that. I think it's something. Yeah, it'll be great, but we have to keep it to only when I ask for it, sort of thing. So I don't know. I'll try to calm him down a little bit. I know it's gonna be hard to do. Keep his attention. I guess just work on her.
Is that breath weapon like anything Paul has seen before?
nope. As far as you were concerned, like lightning comes in like two colors: blue, which is scary, and regular.
Still scary. Yes.
I was gonna say, is regular lightning like not scary then by comparison?
Like lightning is definitely scary, but like blue lightning is like, what the fuck does that? Like,
That's adorable.
it has that weird ominous hue to it. This, however, is like a lightning of a kaleidoscope color in nature.
Did it hit anything?
Yeah, it went straight through the wall of the community center and pierced through to the other side.
Can I tell anything about the wall? Does it look any different?
It definitely looks singed a little bit. It wasn't a particularly big hole, and also it's not like it's a particularly impressive building to blow a hole through, as it is fairly dilapidated, so it's not exactly a flex to be able to do that. Heck, Jackie with a particularly well-placed fart could probably do the same thing.
Haven't tried, but now that you mention it.
It's inspiring, I know.
Well, now that we're back at the community center, are the siblings back?
Yep. Very much so.
I wish to speak with them.
They are happy to speak with you.
With 50% more.
Ah!
Yeah, oh shit.
50%.
50% more enthusiasm, let's go!
Hell yeah.
What I like to
50% more,
hear.
50% less.
You
Let's
just
go.
see Bella in the corner. It looks like she's talking to somebody. She's like, and with 50% more, it looks like she's filming content for something. She's recording. She's like, oh fuck, no, I get the
Film.
And she'll show you. She's like, oh, I've got this neat little orb. They're all the rage in Ravnica right now. They can kind of store anywhere between, 30 seconds to 3 minutes. They're called talk ticks. They're really popular. You can submit them, and if your talk tick is approved by the Ravnica Council for appropriate entertainment consumption, I know it's a really long, stupid acronym, you can potentially, join the academy. It's kind of a dream of mine. Like, it's embarrassing. I know. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fascinating. I've never even seen or heard or thought of anything like this before.
Yeah, no, they're kind of neat. Right now, most of them are just used to, indoctrinate and otherwise coerce people into believing that their existence isn't, as fulfilled as it could be. It's really kind of toxic. I'm hoping that if I can get accepted, that I can kind of show them that they can just love and accept themselves, and it's, you know, it doesn't have to be all about comparing your life to other people's lives. It could just be about appreciating your own. Like, these should just be like cute little, I don't know, like if you were to do like a diary of some kind, like wouldn't that be just like a little visual diary that way you could look back, in 100 years, or your grandkids can look forward and like they can see that seems fun. But like currently, all it is weird dances and content that's kind of upsetting. A lot of the
Dancing sounds
politicians
like fun.
no, that part's fun, but that's how they get you. And the next thing you know, you're down in a tactic that's talking about how the Ravnica is all an illusion, and it's secretly just an evil cabal that's run by this clergy of blood-sucking individuals. It's just there's a lot.
Toxic tacos.
Exactly. Ooh, that's a good. I'm gonna write that down. That's a good idea. I'm just gonna break out this really well-worn journal. It kind of looks like a crow journal. It doesn't really have any method or reason to it. It's like part scrapbook, part diary, part cookbook, for all you can tell. Scribbles down some ideas.
Well, I apologize that I need to completely change topic here. I was wondering if you guys had a cloak of some kind, something that would fit me.
I mean, you'll probably put something together with a couple of extra large bedspreads. What are you looking to do? Just a
Well,
regular cloak?
yeah, it doesn't need to be anything special. Ever since I got, and he'll kind of point up at his forehead, I've been thinking, and I don't really want them to draw attention, but I feel like it's a useful tool for me to be able to use, and I figured if I could wear a cloak or something to obscure my face at the very
You just need like a
least.
hood.
Yeah.
Oh, I can fix a hood to your gear, easy peasy, sweetheart. Let me just, I'll whip that up for you really quick, and she'll reach over and grab, like, it's kind of a musty looking linen, but it'll do the job. And she'll start flicking the dust out of it. She's like, don't mind this is just working dust, it's not gross, I promise.
Working dust.
Yeah, the dust that gets kicked up when you're doing work. I know you wouldn't know what that's like, dainty hands. Like, I understand, I'm not judging, but it's just something
Dainty
that
hands?
happens. His hands are dainty.
He plays guitar.
His
I was
hands
gonna say,
are
yeah,
dainty. You can
looks
have
at his
dainty fingers
hands.
and be a guitarist.
You could,
Do not
yeah,
make
you
me
could.
look up those fucking photos, because I will.
Paul looks down and he's like, "You are a little dainty."
There's like
Freshly manicured.
now. Is that...
It's not a bad thing. It's just, humans get so sensitive over their body parts sometimes, I swear.
I'll give her a quick bow and just go, I appreciate it, thank you.
I'm gonna need the vest, though, so... Chop chop.
Mystery beverage.
She'll turn
sure.
around, like, to obviously, like, not watch you undress out of, respect for
Yeah.
bodily autonomy.
Yeah,
Take it off!
I'll take off my vest and, yeah, I guess that makes sense, because I don't... Yeah, I only wear, leather, so I'd probably have, like, a vest or something over top. Yeah, take off the vest and...
Excuse me.
Give accordingly.
Perfect. So they will take off into the evening and begin working on sewing you a steep cowl for your vest, so that you can cover up your extra eyes as needed. It's like one of those Jedi cowl kind of things.
And that was exactly what I was thinking. It was like...
She'll be
Ben
like, so how...
Kenobi.
She'll drape it over your head at first and be like, okay, tell me when, and she'll just start slowly pulling it down, and then down, and then down, until it basically hits, like, your just under your nose.
Just enough to obscure the forehead eyeline. I don't need anything more than that.
All right, I might be doing a little bit extra baggy just in case. You never know. Okay, it's a
I
fashion
appreciate
these
that.
days. Start whipping that up. It is getting close to evening time. Bella will whip out her special create conjure food and water, so it is not particularly great. Though it does have a sprinkle of prestidigitation to make it taste not awful, but it's far
Could I
from
have
something
foraged
else.
some like nuts or something
Yeah.
while I was out doing stuff?
Kind of. You can definitely go ahead and roll me a survival check. It's going to be a relatively high DC just because it is sparse out here.
23.
With a 23, however, you are able to find you find like a small nest full of eggs, and then just to this like, which seems odd. It's tiny eggs, like bird eggs, not like harpy eggs or anything crazy. But then just to the side of it, you do notice a large hole
I'm sorry, I'm getting a
inside
call.
of the
I'm gonna mute.
tree. And it appears to be full of acorns.
Sweet. I'll pocket the acorns, and while I'm at it, I'll just kind of like rake my nails through my fur to like take out some of the undercoating, and then tuck it in around the little eggs to make sure that they're warm.
Okay. Um, as you reach your hand in for like the third time, you feel a weird piercing sensation. Let's see how hard we're piercing. It's Rail's character sheet. Here is a d20. That will
I
hit your
think
armor
Dallas is
class.
having a work emergency.
Uh,
Do you want me to pause?
Um,
We can hold.
let me just see.
Do you currently have Speak with Animal on?
Always talk with the animals and plants.
I think that was actually part. I know that their wolf form lets them automatically communicate with other wolves. I just couldn't remember if they turned it on again since then.
I do have Speak with Animals active because you made me do it so you could talk to me in that damn hoarse voice.
That's fair. I will. Uh, I will agree.
Dallas just needs a minute. We can keep going. Just like do something that doesn't involve him right now.
Sure, that's fair. Advantage. Okay, +3. You take 1 piercing and damage as a squirrel bites the shit out of your paw. Gets you square in the toe bean.
Ah, jeez. Sorry, I just wanted to help.
Oh, what you think you're doing here?
I was taking some acorns. Are these yours?
Yes. Who else would they be?
Oh,
Who else would that to? These are mine.
shit, I'm sorry. I didn't realize these were claimed. Here, I can put
They're
them
all the way
back.
under the tree in a hole.
I mean, you know, and they could have wound up here by any
How?
means. I
How would
don't
they?
know.
How? Explain.
Well, I didn't know if anyone was coming back for them. I'm just looking for some food here. Listen, I can offer you something in exchange for the acorns if you would like.
Roll me a handle animal and let me know what you would like to offer in exchange.
Let me see what I have in my inventory. uh,
The squirrel seems slightly angered at the notion that it would give up any of its food, but it also seems somewhat quizzical at what you could possibly have in exchange.
I pull out the loose socks that I claimed from the little sprites in the stash that they They're like a couple of just mismatched socks, and I pull them out. They have a couple holes in them too, and I offer them to the squirrel.
And then what was that handle animal?
And that'll be 15.
Okay. What do you tell the squirrel these are, out of curiosity? I will let you know as a druid that squirrels are not what we would call super smart.
Right. I
Continue with this knowledge.
have I have these adorable little squirrel sweaters that were hand stitched by a local proprietor in the town nearby. They'll keep you nice and warm throughout the winter. I'm not asking for your entire stash of acorns, just a small handful in exchange for all of these sweaters. And there's like three of them.
They'll go and they'll grab one and they'll shove their body inside of it aggressively. Roll me a percentile. And then choose high or low for me.
Before I see the answer,
Either way, it's fine.
low. I got a 5.
Okay. Um, the squirrel's head does manage to pop through a tiny toe hole in the sock, making it like a sweater. And they're like, ah! The design. How do I get my arms? I actually kind of like this though. He's like struggling around, but like it kind of just looks like a wacky wailing arm tube man, but without like the little arms. It's just like a lot of like the top of the sock is just flopping back and forth on his head.
You know, they called it a snuggie. It's like a huggy sort of blanket with a hood, so you can bundle up for the winter, and
They
your
will trade
hands will
you
stay nice and warm.
1 acorn per sock. And I think you had about a dozen socks.
Sure, let's do that.
So you get
So I get
12
12 acorns.
pretty pristine acorns. One is half eaten.
Sorry, what?
You have 11 and a half acorns.
One of them is half eaten. Okay, sounds good. Thank you very much, and enjoy your sweaters. I hope that you have others that you can share those with. Unless you're all by yourself, then you'll have a new sweater for every day of winter.
It has stopped paying attention to you at this point and has started just like trying to stick the socks to the walls of this small hole. Like, yes, this will work great. And like it's trying to create a fort out of socks.
Perfect. All right, come back with my almost dozen
This is
acorns.
like a fairly sad snack. Like these 12 little acorns and your giant lupine paw just feels so much less satisfactory than it would have in Rail's hands. Rail's like dainty half elf hands. Maybe not super dainty because
My
you're
stomach
filled
is.
with like smaller for sure.
I'm definitely feeling a lot hungrier than I used to. I am gonna put these in front of Trips and kind of encourage him to like roast them for me.
I'm back. Sorry.
He can't.
Welcome back. I got some acorns.
Nice.
Everything good?
Everything's fine. Minor emergency solved.
Okay.
Sweet.
I'm
I will
glad.
remove the loose socks from my inventory.
Thank you.
I traded some of those mismatched socks I had for some acorns, Dallas.
Okay.
Delightful.
Money well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Trips can't do that crazy rainbow beam anymore right now. I think he's still a young guy. Maybe we'll keep working on it as the days go on here. But I mean, I suppose I could. I don't know. I could help out with like a bonfire or something like that, or like if we need to roast these.
There is like an oven inside.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to thoroughly rough it, considering there's the community center still, and you're not.
Let's light a fire inside the community center. Come on.
If you want
Yeah.
to, though.
No.
Well, I am ready to rest. Y'all are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Darkness, was there anything you wanted to do before resting?
Nope.
Jackie?
Uh, no.
Darkman?
No.
Oh, no one off this mountain.
I think we're good. I mean, like, yeah, we got whatever kind of provisions. Like, there isn't too many people operating at full capacity right now. So, and yeah, I secured drinky drinks. I think we're set with our folks. Yeah.
All right. Call.
And call you.
Yeah.
Had your thing.
Yep, we were
Yeah,
getting to that. I was getting to him. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Call. How's it going?
It's going good.
It is dark, and there is a. For you, this would feel like perhaps a severe snow. No, not a severe snowstorm. It would feel like a heavy snow fall, but not a storm per se. Just you can hear the wind. You can watch as large pillows cascade from the heavens, blanketing everything you see. It is dark. It is cold. Most of your party is asleep. Is anybody still awake in the evening time to help keep watch, or because they want to, or because they don't have to sleep?
I'm finishing my Warhammer game with Red Rage.
Obviously,
Good.
this is best
In the
two out of
bathroom.
this is best 2 out of 3.
Damn.
Game 2 got really heated. Game 3 is definitely there's some words getting exchanged.
Crunch match. Oh no.
I'd want to keep an eye on things and make sure that, everything's good.
How many eyes?
At least 4, potentially even 6.
Okay,
Damn.
so of the beams that you're trying to utilize, which ones are you trying to utilize?
So, namely, because I'm still trying to get used to them. So I feel like there's a lot of time, especially earlier in the night, kind of tuning them to be like, okay, close these eyes, open these eyes. What do I see? Close these eyes, open these eyes. What do I see?
It's very
Right.
much like one of those big machines that you see when you go to the optics doctor when you go to get your lenses checked. They're like, is number 1 or number 2? Number 2, number 3.
Exactly.
Number 3, number 4. Number
So
4,
I'm
number
just trying to figure out, because obviously when I woke up this morning I had 2 eyes, and now I have 6.
Yes.
So I'm trying to determine, because I know the first set of eyes allowed me to start seeing the specters that were eating people's hopes and dreams and all the things that make them happy. And I know the second set of eyes let me see the paths. Now, that's the set of eyes I think I'm most curious about at the moment.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to figure out what exactly the paths represent. I have a theory, but it's a working theory at best.
Okay, for sure.
So it'd very much be a lot of, okay, if I use, like, the 2 new sets of eyes in combination, does anything different happen? If I only open the set of eyes that allows me to see the paths, can I gleam anything into what I'm seeing?
The settings are pretty straightforward. You're able to see gloom or not gloom. In this instance, since there's no one around you currently with any gloom, or morning, excuse me, those eyes don't seem to be really working. If you peer out of a window and into the town below, you can definitely see that black miasma curtaining villagers as they walk by. Some morning that you see is a little bit more active than in others. With some people, it almost seems to be like half asleep or sedated, and then others seem like actively tearing people's minds asunder. And it just sort of varies. There doesn't seem to be any.
Okay. And then do I see any more of those trails, any different ones that might give me insight into what they might be?
The main trails that you see are there's the blue trail that's going up and around towards the quarry where the lake is with the mine, and then
Yeah.
the star trail that leads into the cemetery.
Okay, so the only set of trails I see are the blue ones, which I can assume from previous knowledge are probably from uh, the uh, big bad evil guy and his minions. And the yellow ones, which I believe I was able to see coming off the back of one of the Star Sworn, if I remember correctly, so I know it's from them.
Yes.
Okay. Uru will be taking notes of all of this, by the way. Like, he's got, like, a little notebook out, like, okay, normal eyes, still normal. Set 2. Deem
Roll
to see...
a Constitution savings throw.
Okay. Con saving throw. A 13.
Okay. You can kind of feel a headache building in the front of your eyebrows, like that kind
Yeah.
of migraine style pain that exists. And then upon further detection, go ahead and roll me a second save.
18.
You could definitely feel it coming on, but you are... I feel like Uru might be kind of prone to migraines and headaches.
Probably.
How does Uru treat those usually?
Um,
His favorite self-care to kind of prevent those from...
usually, get, something to drink. Most common, cure for headaches is don't be as dehydrated. So probably some water, something like that. Beyond that, it would probably be something like a cold cloth or something over the head to kind of, ease the pain.
For sure. Jackie? Are you doing... Are you just sort of watching or sleeping?
Sleeping.
Sleeping, dreaming about best friend Call and the food
I'm
you're gonna make.
hoping to stay warm and get the fuck off this mountain at some point in the future
Oh.
here.
Alright. Call.
Yes.
It is late at night. Uru's sort of patrolling around a little bit, getting glasses of water, touching Rex and stuff, and you can definitely hear Rail and Red Rage. Come on! I rolled a
There's
one
like a
again.
clattering sound as a
God
bunch
damn
of enemies
it!
go flying.
Yep. You hear cackling from one of the two of them. You're not entirely sure which one, because at some point they kind of both sound the same in terms of their laughter. Maybe they're both laughing. Maybe one's laughing at the other. You're not. But it's definitely a good, healthy mix of like competitive play and competitiveness.
Good for them. So, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so what are you up to?
Call would, after taking a moment to rest, would pull out Cruisor and kind of regard it for a few moments before picking it up and starting to slowly do sword forms with it. And
Okay.
as he's kind of working his way through these training motions,
Go ahead and roll me a performance with disadvantage.
Performance with disadvantage.
Well, you're a big charismatic boy. You got this.
Right? I mean, I think I might just burn another superiority die. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and burn my D10. So 13 plus 4, 17.
Okay. Your flourishes are not coming out the way you wish they would. Not in any kind of painful way, obviously. It's more like if you've ever taken a stick or a play staff and you've started whirling it around and you've accidentally clipped the side of a wall, or an object that you didn't think that you thought you had plenty of clearance for, but for whatever reason you didn't. Or when you go to flourish the sword downwards, it nicks it nicks the floorboard, when it shouldn't at all.
Call will sort of stick with it, and he'll try to persist. And as he's moving through these blade forms, he'll start to quietly talk to the sword.
What do you sing to him?
How you doing?
Crazy weather we got here, huh?
What
Y'all
you
be nice.
wearing?
Wow, it's just absolutely what you thinking about? Just sword things? Call would say, we've been traveling together for some time now. Long enough for me to have felt you react to the decisions I make. That implies you have some sort of thought, some sort of consciousness. Which means that I have not properly introduced myself, have I? I have simply been asking from you.
The sword
I
doesn't
am
seem to
Kaliak.
protest.
Call, just keep going.
Okay.
I am Kalioxus Raideron, the clan Dendarian. I come from the city of Wrath, the heart of the dragonborn people in this realm. My people are enslaved, and the city is held by a cult of Tiamat. I am looking for your strength. I seek your strength to free my home, free my people, and protect my friends while they do the same for theirs. Because I'm not alone. All of my friends seem to have some sort of evil holding the heart of where they come from. And just like me, they're hoping to help. If you would help me, I want to protect my friends and stop Tiamat from ever coming back. And if I'm very lucky, maybe get a little payback for the death of my friends. What do you say?
I don't know if this is coming through. So the blade does seem lighter, and you're making fewer mistakes.
Well, I'll take that at least as some positive affirmation. Do you have a voice? Well, I guess we'll have to make do then. But if you would help me, we can stop Tiamat and push back a little of the evil that's in this world, maybe. Starting with this mountain, maybe. I would hope. Alright, well. I suppose I'll have your answer one way or the other. And with that, Call will kind of finish his sword forms, wrap Crusaor back up, and set it aside for the night and go to rest.
Good. That night when you go to sleep, your dreams are filled with clouds as though you're soaring through very high above the air clouds at breathtaking speed and agility. And as you soar through the clouds, eventually you find a patch of darkness. Do you choose to enter the darkness, or do you avoid it?
I would enter it.
Okay. As you enter the void of darkness, you instantly everything is black. You are unable to see anything around you. All you can hear is the violent whipping sensation of the air vortexing around you.
And I can't see anything.
Nope. It is pitch black.
I would reach for my sword.
It is not there.
Damn. Hello?
When you go to speak, nothing comes out. You can hear a grumbling around you as though like a low guttural roar is being emitted.
I would try to find the source.
It seems to be coming from all around you, and as you frantically search for the source of this noise, eventually you come to what feels like a solid wall. Your hands reach out to touch it, and it feels cold, and like iron. And then upon pressing against it, you realize that it's not in fact a wall. It is in fact some kind of flesh, and then you can almost feel it breathe underneath your hands.
What creature is this? It's cold?
It's warm.
Okay. What color are the scales?
Oh, that's
Uh,
not a good sound.
They are dark. The color of spilled blood. And you can feel this snarling sense, and you notice that above you, four forms split off from a central stalk. These heads begin to kind of move and flick against the silhouetting darkness. You think you're a match for me? Ah, 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 ah. You feel this as flame and acid and lightning and blizzards. You can almost feel this elemental energy boiling on the other side of this wall.
I know who you are. And I do not fear you.
It'll continue to laugh at you. As you kind of feel it move away from you very quickly, and yet slow. You get the sense that it is moving at a leisure pace, but by comparison, the movement feels almost instantaneous. Okay. You're going to feel a massive whack as a huge tail ricochets you out of the darkness like a baseball against a bat. And your body goes reeling, head over tails, spinning violently. You feel sick. You want to throw up. You can barely contain yourself. Roll me a Constitution savings throw.
Okie dokie. 21.
You feel the urge to try and like lose your lunch, but you're able to you shake it off. You fortify and you manage to regain your balance. This dark orb just sort of continuing to swirl in front of you. Ha 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 ha. Come back when you're ready, little lizard. And with that, you'll wake up.
All right.
Holy shit. That was awesome.
You can smell pancakes being made. Jackie was able to find a couple more resources as he was rummaging around in minis. So you're making a small, but you know, the breakfasts here aren't particularly special, but they're better than nothing.
Paul will jerk himself awake and just like take a second, just breathing heavily, just kind of taking in the room, looking around. First, his like battle sense is just like tripped, looking for threats. And then just as his breath slows, he looks over to where he lay Crusoe on the side of the room, or on the side of his bed. Wouldn't you know it? I think she might just be a little bit scared. She reached out and spoke to me. She wouldn't do that unless she wanted to take a personal interest in the matter. And he'll just kind of pat the sword and just kind of assemble himself and start heading downstairs.
Coffee's being made. Tyke is wearing a robe that is several sizes too big. Looks like she borrowed it from Old Rage. It's big and floofy, and so it looks extra decadent on her. Kind of like when a little kid's playing dress up. It with like their mommy's dresses, kind of a vibe. But they're loving it. They're like, this is so rich. This is decadent. Just kind of like sashaying to and fro with what for Tyke is a good like 3 feet of train. Trying to be a little goofy before it's time for everyone to say goodbye. For now.
I hate to be the one to bring it up, but I don't think we want to wait too much longer. We've spent a good chunk of time here, and I think we're going to need to make a decent push up this thing today.
I agree. We should set out today. Is everyone feeling prepared?
Never better.
Jackie's still sleeping. Is someone gonna wake up Jackie?
Jackie is still sleeping. I thought you were cooking. My bad.
No.
Ah.
Now I would
Damn.
get up if I smelled food.
I figured you'd be up trying to cook.
Can we press the button?
So what, sorry?
Can we press the button?
The button?
The button.
Long rest button.
The
Oh yes,
long,
you can now hit the long rest button.
the long rest button. Ah. Good as new.
Fantastic. So with Tyke staying behind to look after Spirit and Trips now has a new ability to try and learn. Arkwon, did you want to have Tyke try and teach this ability to Trips?
How much energy does Trips have? I'm considering bringing Trips with me now.
Oh.
Sorry
Wait,
to throw the curveball at you,
You're good.
but
I
No,
wouldn't.
you're good. So you would like to take Trips with you? Okay.
no. I want to gauge how Trips feels, I guess.
Trips seems like a giant ball of energy who is down to clown. Trips is also a baby dragon who does not understand his tiny little body and what is good for it. So,
All right. Oh,
much like when you ask the toddler, do you want to go out and play some more? They're like, yeah. Yeah, like, sure, it seems great until, you know, an hour later, and now they're cranky and they refuse to go down for a nap because they're overtired.
So,
if if you were considering it, I would also, like Uru would advise against it simply because I know there are Bahir on this mountain, and Bahir plus dragon, bad time.
yeah, no, it was my initial thought. I was just considering it if it was like really a big like it's gonna be an issue, but I think that yeah,
It's up to you.
Tyke will be able to handle it. So no, we'll leave it on.
I think we almost lost one pet recently. You know, just saying.
What pet did we almost lose? Minnie's still alive.
You?
Oh, that's right. I don't really think of you as a pet. I think of you more as a family member.
Well,
And you think of Minnie
and we
as
don't
a
have any
pet?
pets. Wait, what?
He's been around for
Yo, that's wild.
Then we have no pets.
2 episodes.
There are no pets in our party.
Minnie
That's wild.
is the person who taught Uru that it's okay to, like, feel love and warmth and embrace, which
Yep.
are all things that he didn't learn, and you're like, yeah, pet.
Taught you
That's-
tenderness.
That's
And
Uru's
patience.
mom, more or less, and you're like,
Alright. But yeah,
Pet.
trips will stay behind.
It is up to you.
Oh,
Tyke
you is coming with us.
and you is coming. I think
Cool.
it's just Spirit, Tyke, and Trips that are staying behind. Which I think sounds like
And
a
the DM's gonna
responsible
kill
thing to do.
Minnie, so if you're a pet, it's not looking good right now.
I said pets were fair game,
Minnie's gone.
but family is not, because I already promised other people that family would kind of be off limits sometimes. Looks like Cap needs to take a quick AFK. So as a group, we decided that we wanted to make our trek up the mountain.
Yeah.
You guys exit the small township of Edmondtown. There is a guard at his post who kind of sees you off. He cautions you that he's seen a fair amount of harpy activity up the mountain, so have your wits about you. He also thinks that there's a storm coming. He can feel it in his left knee.
we will be aware of that, thank you.
Uru, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Survival. 8.
Yeah, nope, it's gonna snow, but hey, it is a mountain with eternal winter. Of course it's gonna snow. You're gonna be
God
fine.
damn it. I wish to roll with advantage because I know exactly why his knee would be hurting if it was gonna storm.
Yeah, go for it. Want to second guess yourself? By all means.
Fuck, 5.
Things seem like they're gonna be fine. Like it
God
might it might get a
damn
little
it.
snowy, but you are confident. Hey, no, none of that. You are confident that the weather is going to be fine for traversing in. Goliaths are used to traversing in weather not unlike this.
Uru is
You're
confident.
gonna be fine.
Craig is not. Uru is.
Uru's super confident. Uru's like, everyone's gonna be fine. I go up and down the mountains. This looks fine. It looks perfectly normal to you.
Fucking
I've
dandy.
been worse.
Now to the rest of you, as you look at the blustery squall ahead of you, it has the same intimidation factor that somebody who's not used to going in the ocean might have when they see like actual waves when they are about to walk into an ocean, right? Like imagine you've never gone swimming out in the ocean before in your fucking life. Maybe you enjoyed a wave pool once or twice, but now your friends all want to go to the beach. They have one other beach episode, and you can see actual waves coming in. Now your friends are surfers. At least one of them is. Maybe 2 of them are even. And they're pretty confident that you can handle this. You're a great swimmer. You're a fantastic swimmer. You've been swimming for 10 levels. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Is the vibe. If anybody else wants to
I
try and
love
make
it.
that, they're absolutely welcome to.
Confident.
But
So
everyone so far is feeling. No one has a reason to doubt it so far, other than the guard ahead warns you that he feels a blizzard coming. He senses it in his knee.
It's just so much more accurate than any meteorologist you could ever read.
Oh! We gotta try it. It is a new day. Can I roll, Maw's Magic Jug? See if we can make ourselves some espresso on the road.
Let's go.
Ooh, for butt chugging?
Wow, Jackie, I thought you'd be the last one. But apparently...
You can take on a day.
Fucking Christ.
Rolling hot espresso.
It's cold out.
It's an Arcana check, I believe.
Check.
Okay. 16?
With a 16, you're definitely able to get. You're able to change one of the current activations to espresso.
I kind of give the sniff test first. I'm like, oh shit.
It is thick,
Ooh.
and it is decadent. It is a very rich, almost creamy espresso.
Y'all, I think
mom
I
would do
nailed
that.
it. I think I nailed it. I'm kind of popping off inside. I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I haven't been able to necessarily use this thing very well. I could recreate Maw's thing, but that wasn't hard. It was already set to that. This is the first thing I've really, truly made, I think, in this. So.
It took you a while to get used to the to how to how to make it do its thing, but you're definitely feeling much more competent.
I'm gonna take a drink of it for sure. Pour myself a nice little cup.
It is perfectly hot. It's not so hot that it burns your lips, especially because you're a tiefling and you have the ability to kind of withstand some of the more intense heat. Smooth, no awful bitter aftertaste. You could almost chug this if it wasn't for the fact that, you can only make so much of it.
And the potential heart attack. It's a lot of caffeine.
You never know like,
Woo!
surging through your body, your tail is even getting a little extra twitchy.
Right, climb a mountain. Not really, but here we go. We're gonna do it anyways.
One turns into Ric Flair after he has enough caffeine.
The trepidation, which
You know who I am.
Arkmon isn't familiar with anything like this. A little worried. He's confident with being able to climb things more or less, but this is another beast, as he has already been warned by his mom. He feels confident because he has the ability to potentially resist the cold, but this might be another kind of cold that he hasn't used to. So he's trying to hype himself up, and this certainly helps.
Her tail's just like flicking back and forth.
Yeah, a
side to
little
side.
flick,
You are
yeah.
pumped. You are ready. It is good to go.
A little steamy.
Um,
The skin's
It's
getting a little
bright.
hot.
Yep. It is bright and early, and Arkmon has the eye of the tiger. He is ready to climb this mountain.
Admin aside for you, Mana, by the way, from now on, assume Uru is traveling with hood up.
Okay.
Just for when people come across him and stuff.
For sure.
Also, Paul would probably like to continue to basically do that before bed every night. I feel like that would kind of just be like an assumption, is if it's a safe enough spot, that would just be like how what he's doing before bed. Do with that what you will.
Spending time trying to commune.
Yeah.
We can take that into account for the next resting day, but since we are at the start of the first morning, we will focus on that adventure.
Yes.
So, you're making your way up the mountain pass, and you can definitely sense how this was once frequently traveled. You see planks of wood that sort of identify like a staircase nature. There's some really easy climbing points, but the higher up you start to get and the longer you travel, the more precarious it starts to get. There's one point where you actually have to sort of leap over not a small drop. It's about 10 feet across. Now, I believe Darkness has the ability to just pick up most of you and fly you on over. However, Darkness's strength score, I don't believe, is great.
I thought all those stats were 20.
No. Darkness has got a +2 in strength. Which I believe means
Sorry,
that
I'm
he can
muted.
easily.
Yeah, I've got a
No, you're
14.
good. Yeah, which I mean, I believe with carrying capacity, you're just adding a 0, right? To whatever the score is, so you can comfortably carry 140 pounds.
I think that's what 5th edition does now.
I believe so. It's been a minute since I've looked at carrying capacity, so we'll just say that for right now.
Strength score multiplied by 15.
Okay.
Carrying
So
capacity.
14 times 15.
The score, right? Not the modifier.
That's two.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the full score. So that would be 210 pounds. You can comfortably carry.
And then you can push, lift, or drag 30 times.
The lifting plus the flying.
Yeah, that's a
That I feel like I would
Yeah.
need to rein it in a little bit because
We'd be moving very slow if we're moving at all.
yeah. And I'd say you could definitely do it with Jackie, and you could definitely do it with Rail, and you could definitely actually maybe not Rail anymore now that they're in their lupine form, but Jackie you could most certainly carry over. Arquan you could also definitely carry over. It's Rue, Call, and Rail and Red Rage that are a little bit on the heavier side at this point. And it's not exactly easy for you to like carry them across.
So it is worth noting that I actually have double that carrying capacity.
Oh, okay.
Because of my powerful build as a Goliath, I count as one size larger when determining my carrying capacity and weight that I can push, drag, or lift.
Okay.
So if I'm reading that correct, it means that I would count as a large character when determining my carrying capacity, which I believe is just the strength times 15 times 2.
I believe that's correct, but I don't think you can fly.
No, just purely talking about carrying capacity.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, this is we're doing the math on it in case it's like, yeah, Darkness can just fly everyone over. I think there are a few characters that it might actually be a little too difficult for you to carry over this distance without both of you potentially falling. It is 10 feet, and there are 3 of you who have to figure out how you're going to get to the other side.
And this isn't the fly spell, right? This is like your Twilight thing.
Yeah,
This is
my
Twilight.
click my heels.
Right.
That's okay. I can actually just wild shape into some type of giant flying creature. Or yeah, I can reach.
Between the two of us, if we grip it by the husk,
It
we
also
could
only
probably
works
carry
for
them
1
both.
minute. So you could do this 4 times total. So you could do it for 4 minutes, which would be the other caveat to you not being able to do it for everybody.
Yeah.
We also. How far is the gap?
10 feet.
We have 50 feet of rope. We just need something to anchor it to, and then we have a anchor, and I can climb across the gap probably.
Yeah, I'd also feel comfortable with that.
Can I just mold earth and create like a pillar that I can tie the rope to?
There's a lot of snow underneath you, so trying to pull the ground up from below is definitely not working. I think it's also supposed to be loose earth, and so you're technically on top of permafrost.
Wild
would
shaping
make
from
sense.
something across the gap into some sort of
I
heavy
think
animal would
it's
cost a
only
second
earth,
spell
not
slot,
stone.
correct?
Let me just double check really quick. Can you do it to stone is my big question, or is it just dirt? Loose earth. You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear in the dirt or stone without. Okay. Normal terrain.
It's 10 feet. Could I just Misty Step it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I've been thinking about that too. I mean, I could just misstep it. I know I'm not one of the heavier characters, but
Yep, it's mostly figuring out how everybody gets over, but it sounds like everybody
Precisely.
has a means that they can do so. So
I can
Darkness
be
can
a
carry
giant
Jackie,
owl.
Rail can fly across.
I can Misty Step.
So it's just Call and Red Rage who need help getting across.
So, what's my strength as a giant owl? Hold on.
Because of your cloak, you can choose
Um,
stat or the owl stat, whichever's higher. I think your stat's higher.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Because I currently have different stuff. Hold on.
Currently have a +4. You're an 18. Your strength score is actually higher than Darkness's is. So you could probably carry Red Rage over in your massive talons. It's gonna be a little awkward, but it's 10
Can I
feet across.
carry? Can I carry Red Rage and you?
Yeah, you'd have to make 2 trips, but you could definitely do that.
Okay, I'll do that then.
All right. So we've navigated over. I think that means Darkness. You've used one of your Twilight steps. And any other spells that were consumed, if you can go ahead and check those off your character sheet.
Yeah, I've clicked off my Misty Step.
Perfect, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I got the first use free, and then it's a spell now.
And then if I could get a active perception check from everybody now that we're on the other side of the 10-foot chasm.
Ooh. Well, I didn't get it. That one.
19.
Oh, you got snow in your eyes.
Aw.
Well, see, I'm the only one who actually had to fucking climb or like get across the gap myself without like flight.
I had a goddamn nat one also.
Ah,
You're too busy taking care of you and Red Ray. Red Ridge is not a huge fan of the heights, and so there's probably been a little bit of like, no, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. He was also not exactly thrilled on being carried over the chasm, and so there's probably a little bit of like convincing them, like, you did such a good job, you're so big and so brave. So you're a little bit
Like when you're
distracted.
taking your dog or cat on a car ride and they don't like the car, and you have to be like, nah, you're a good boy.
It's gonna be us tomorrow.
Then you'll be in the AC, and it'll be great. I think if we put the playpen on the tile, that way it stays extra cool. Unless you want her closer to you, in which case, do what you need.
We'll figure it out.
Plus the AC, like, I don't think it needs to be extra cool, but I digress.
Downstairs usually stays nice no matter what.
Yeah, downstairs is usually pretty chill.
So much ambiance.
And starts howling now that everybody is on the other side of the mountain. And while you are convening for a brief moment, discussing, like, making sure everybody's okay, doing a quick inventory, Uru, you can hear out of the corner of your ear that sound that's masked at first by the sound of a crow, but then you can hear this at the
Wow.
mountain under you. And it begins to kind of rumble and shake. This sensation is familiar.
Is it Bahir-like?
It is Bahir-like. You can hear this pop and this crackle coming, as it seems like two Bahir just around the bend from you are perhaps engaging in some sort of quarrel. So just up the path from you, you can hear like if you've ever heard a cat fight at 3 o'clock in the morning, when you can definitely hear that there are cats that are just going at it. This is sort of what you can hear just around the bend, is that guttural roar and then pops and snaps of lightning being ejected. It's very hard to hear through the aggressive wind, but your keen senses are definitely able to alert you to it.
Guys, we're not alone over here.
What was that?
I mean, yeah,
Sorry, the wind.
we're all in a group.
The wind is howling.
There's some Behir around the corner.
Ah, shit.
Don't think we want to alert them. Sounds like they're fighting each other. We might be able to sneak past.
Sounds like a time for zone. Actually, I don't know if silence will last long enough.
Does anyone have Pass Without a Trace? 'Cause I don't.
No,
I did not prepare it.
that's a druid thing.
Shit.
I have stealth at Jackie.
Yeah, I mean, we could go up, scout ahead, and maybe figure out the best route around this.
That might be our best play.
Agreed.
Alright.
The scout who's staying behind.
Well, I will
I'll stay
actively
behind.
get caught sneaking, so no.
Probably me and Archmon then.
Juan, Jackie, anyone else?
I would like to preemptively cast protection from energy on one of you. I can give you resistance to lightning damage because the Behirs did lightning damage, right?
Yeah.
Can I give which one of you would like the lightning resistance?
Give it to Archmon.
Alright.
Sure, I'm probably gonna get in there.
Fighting
Grab
is
some like
stopped.
I dig up some permafrost and just start like splattering it all over his arms. They just stay grounded.
So, Mana, you just said the fighting stopped.
You can hear that the fighting seems to have subsided.
Shit, I
Hold
handed
on,
this to
hold
Jen.
on, hold on, hold on.
I can also go take a quick look. I can go
No.
invis and just fly over.
They've stopped fighting. Can't hear anything beyond the fact that the fighting has stopped, but they're not at each other anymore.
Need to get moving.
Agreed.
Okay.
Can I pick up anything with my keen sense?
A blood. You smell electricity in the air. You smell what could best be described as like fried lizard flesh.
Mmm.
Delicious.
One of them is the victor.
Well, if anything, that makes it a little bit easier for us.
I'm gonna not
We need
say
to
any-
hide.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna hand Uru 2 pebbles out of my pocket. I'm gonna use prestidigitation. I'm gonna light one green and light one red, and just hand it to him and just nod. No words need to be spoken. You know what to know.
I'll nod back. Yeah, I get what he's doing here.
Jackie and Archmon
Oh.
begin making their way over towards the Behir. I need stealth checks from the both of you.
Dun 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 dun. Man, I have been hitting threes. This dice sucks.
Oh, great. That music chip's not a good sign.
Archmon, you can feel that you can feel yourself moving like a shadow against the wall. You can kind of you can hear what is like the snapping and the gnarling at the fallen body of one of the Behirs. A massive, multi-legged, blue-scaled creature that seems to be not like the Behir that you saw before in the cave. This one, its flesh is melting off of its bodies, and its multi-eyes seem dull and lifeless as it's just chomping away at this fallen Behir it's encountered. It stinks to high heaven. Jackie, you can feel yourself go, which is part of why you ended up unfortunately rolling a 13.
Okay.
And you can see as the Behir stops its chewing and lets out a large, kind of crackly plume from its nostrils, and its large head just shifts over in the direction of Arquan and Jackie.
Alice, you're on mute. Oh, sorry. Oh, he's on the phone. I'm sorry. I thought he was talking.
That's all good.
I have eyes on it, though.
You can feel it like looking directly at you, but it's looking past you and at Jackie explicitly.
It does smell like cheese.
Maybe not right now.
I mean, you have a cheese wheel on you.
It is starting to slowly
No,
approach
that's gone.
like an apex predator.
I'm gonna wave. I mean, I don't know what the layout exactly is, but if I could wave Jackie back a little bit to get some, like,
Yeah.
maybe to a different spot.
Oh, absolutely backing up. That's intimidating as shit.
So it's kind of like a 15-foot long walkway that's coiling around this mountain peak. There are various crags that you can kind of like slip yourself into in behind in hopes of getting out of, blizzard and like other snowfall, but for the most part there isn't a whole lot of space to hide on this path. Jackie, are you trying to find a spot to hide?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Can I get eyes on the Behir?
Yo, this
If
dice.
you'd like to advance.
I would like to get eyes on the Behir.
Okay.
I would advise you hold if I saw you trying to move.
I got this. Just give me a second.
If we send too many people up, there's just more chance for the Behir to attack.
Jackie, you are actually able to find a U-sized hole that you're able to kind of squirrel yourself into, and pack yourself in against. Or you can run back to the rest of the group.
I think I'm gonna run back to the rest of the group. I think I couldn't find anything.
I told you there was a hole that you could find yourself and you
On
could
a
pack
on a
yourself
one?
into. You rolled a 10.
Yeah. Plus 9.
Right, that equals 10.
It's still a natty 1. Okay. I mean, I think I'm still gonna want to head back to the group at this point.
Okay. I didn't say it was a great spot. I said that it was a spot that you could wedge yourself into. Like,
No, I think Jackie's panicking.
okay, so Jackie panics and kind of like scrambles back to the rest of the group. Archmod, roll me a knowledge nature.
Sure. Come on. Nah, fuck that. I'm burning my inspiration. We're reroll.
I'll give it to you. You don't need to burn your inspiration. You're gonna want it for this next phase. At a 5, you can tell that this thing sees Jackie for sure now and is slowly making his way over like a rattlesnake hunting prey.
Okay, I would like to get eyes on this thing. Can I please get eyes
Yeah,
on this?
absolutely. So Jackie starts running back towards the group. Ray, what are you doing?
I want to cast Dominate Beast at 4th level. Needs to make a Wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Beast in range. Beast is charmed. There's a thing to this. Verbal and somatic concentration up to 1 moment. You beguile the beast.
So I'll lose concentration on protection from energy, but
right.
Yeah.
I thought there was something about how, like.
I think you're thinking of Beast Bond.
Yeah.
I know Beast Bond, you can't do it on a creature with 4 intelligence or.
That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm doing Dominate Beast.
Yep. I'm just double checking. Technically, this is the monstrosity.
No.
But I like
not
rule of,
cast it then?
I'm gonna say I like rule of cool. Like I think like actually it's a monstrosity, not a beast, feels really fucking stupid. But I am going to increase. I'm gonna give myself a bonus to not be susceptible to your shit.
Okay.
Because these things are trained as beasts. They're treated as beasts amongst like giants that exist in the area, so I
Makes
think
sense.
it's fair. But I'm going to make it a little bit spicier because it's technically a monstrosity, not a beast. Actually, let me just double check to see if Dominate Beast works with monstrosities in case I was talking out my ass. Hold on.
It just says a beast.
Reroll abilities that only affect beasts. Dominate beast work on 5e. Base drop, I think, to this one. It doesn't say either way, so I'm gonna say rule of cool. It's just a little bit. I have a bit of a bonus to try and defend against this. And what's the DC that I'm trying to beat?
14 wisdom.
14 wisdom. I have a +2. Normally, I'm gonna give myself a +3. Not super spicy, just a little bit spicier. I rolled a 15.
Fuck. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Well, I think all other options have been exercised.
So Ray had an option, Jackie is fleeing, Arkmon, is there anything you want to do as this beast is barreling towards you?
Towards me.
Well, because of the pathing.
Oh, I'm just like yeah,
You're
like
just-
going
you're
towards
kinda in the
Jackie.
way. Yeah, it sees. It does not see you. It 1000% saw Jackie.
Awesome.
And you're kind of just in the way currently. This thing doesn't seem to care about moving around stuff, and it can't see you.
Fuck. Alright, you know what? I feel like I shouldn't be the one doing this. I don't think I've ever used this goddamn spell before. As it starts running and I'm kind of noticing its pathing and that myself, I might be the first one to have to interact with it if it happens to catch my eye, but also the rest of the group in danger. I'm going to take the opportunity and utilize a cast of the spell Darkness.
Hey, I like that spell.
The magical darkness spreads from a point I choose to fill a range within a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration. 10 minutes is the concentration on it. I just basically want to black this thing out. All of a sudden, it's charging at something, and now it's lost sight.
I think the Hears have blind sight. Though.
This is
like they see through sound.
They see through sound. Okay.
And
yeah.
rumbles through the earth. They're basically tough from
Avatar. They're Tremors from the movie Tremors.
Yeah.
If you make that thing turn red, Call is gonna rush out.
I mean, it's already turned red.
Yeah, I don't think we're waiting anymore. I think we're.
Yeah, I figure this thing's reacting to him.
Yeah, this thing is actively like barreling towards you. I'm just also giving you guys some time to figure out what it is you want to do. I could just be like, nope, this happens, but like that's not fun for anybody except for maybe me. But I also don't have fun doing that. So, let's bring back our good friend, our super good friend, the clock. Let's set a timer. We're gonna set a timer. We're gonna make it a 5-minute timer for you guys to discuss possible tactics. You guys have been working together long enough that you should be able to come up with a plot that you would like to enact, keeping in mind distance. Arkmon is currently the closest to this creature. Jackie is running back towards the group. The rest of the group is on the other side of a chasm that is far enough down that you do not want to fall down it. Does everybody have kind of a vague understanding of what the state of play looks like? Yep. I'll have a map for next session, I promise.
If we retreat, what's behind us?
But directly behind you is the 10-foot chasm that you guys just spent a bunch of your resources trying to get across.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
It was a trap. Well, not a trap. It's an encounter. It is an encounter that you're kind of being squeezed into because you chose to go up the mountain instead of through the mines. So there would have been something in the mines
How?
that would be really better.
All right. So how wide is the area
15
around
feet
the
across.
Bahir?
So the path that you're on is 15 feet wide. It goes up
Okay.
against them. It's coiling around a mountain peak, which you are still actively climbing up.
Got it.
The Bahir is barreling toward the group because it has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 little legs with special little grapply talon guys. It's able to hook itself to the side of the wall and move without any issue. It could scale either the whole playing field is its playground as far as y'all are concerned.
Alrighty.
So I'm gonna
I
go
would
ahead and
like to
start.
suggest. Oh, go ahead. I would like to suggest to the group that I can cast Erupting Earth on point where the Bahir currently is. It's a 20-foot radius. It's a cube. So if Archmon is like far enough ahead of the Bahir, it shouldn't get him, and the Earth will erupt, becoming difficult terrain, and the Bahir will have to make a Dexterity savings throw, otherwise taking full damage or half damage on a save.
I would like to suggest that I don't think Archmon's 20 feet away from the Bahir. Or even 10 feet away from the Bahir, for that matter. To, like, create the radius.
Well, if it's a Bahir is a giant creature, right? That takes up
It's large size.
it's
think.
large size,
Or is
so
it
it takes
huge?
up
Is it huge?
It's huge.
Okay.
so it takes up 20 square feet, right?
Okay.
So I'll make a 20
It's
square
15,
foot
15,
cube.
it's 15 by 15.
But it can also scale along the sides of the mountain
Yeah, I don't
without
think
any issue.
rough terrain's gonna affect it.
But if it's on the side of the mountain when it's hit with that spell, wouldn't it fall?
Good question.
Hypothetically, it could.
I can center it on the point where the Bahir currently is, so it can be on the wall, on the ground, anywhere.
I don't know if it'll work, is my thing. Like, I think the idea is strong. I just don't think it'll work, because it's got grapply talons, right? So if you make the terrain underneath it rough, it'll just grapple the rough terrain.
What does it do to the terrain though? Is it like
It becomes difficult terrain. So it requires it like halves your movement, I think.
well, I think the difficult terrain aspect isn't what we're looking for here. What we're looking for is one opportunity to disrupt it and let gravity do the work of having it fall off the side of the mountain. That's a very specific scenario, but if we can drive it to the side of the mountain, then it might work.
That would be nice. Can I punt it?
Can certainly try.
At the very least, I want to like slow it down or interrupt it so that we can have more time to act, if possible.
Is it
Anyone
on
else
the
have any ideas?
side of the mountain now, or is it coming along like the main path that we're on?
It's coming along the main path that you're on.
Okay. And it hasn't noticed Archmon.
No, Archmon rolled a 25, and it was distracted by the good-smelling ball of jelly that is barreling around like a
Yeah.
very tasty-looking.
I mean, I was under the assumption that it has like dark vision, but it doesn't have like against magical darkness. But if that's the case, then that's the case, I suppose. So maybe darkness not the best play. Because dark vision, like that'd still be affected. It'd still be hard as hell to see.
But blind sight wouldn't be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has blind sight.
My plan right now is to just get in its way and take up as much space on the pathway as I can. If it can't
Well-
get past me, it might have to go on the side of the mountain to go around me, and that's when Rail can hit it.
I was kind of thinking about synaptic staticking this, but synaptic static is an area of effect.
It also may not be affected by synaptic static, given the fact that it's probably slightly undead. We have 45 seconds.
Undead can be affected.
I'm staying against the wall,
Also-
silent, and apparently, yeah, you guys are acting. So
Let's just
That's
talk
me.
spells at it, see what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tank it, spank it.
I think
Shank it.
I do like the idea of Archmon staying against the wall and letting the Behir run past him.
yeah, I
So
suppose
that
I'm trying that.
We have a surrounding of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, check behind us too, or behind it, to see if there's anything more. Because right now we just heard
Yeah.
the one eating something, but that doesn't mean there's more shit. So that's my
Yeah.
play.
Zombies traditionally are created via, sometimes.
Terrifying sounds.
That's so loud.
Beep,
Oh,
beep,
sorry,
beep,
sorry.
beep.
I didn't realize it would be quite so abrasive.
Ah!
All right.
Time
Sounds
has
like-
come.
Sounds like you all have a battle plan. Though I will point out it is 9:38 and I have to be up at 12 o'clock in the morning to go to the DMV. So I am going to call it here, and we will
Call
start
it here.
next. We're
I
gonna
was
call
gonna-
it here. And we are going to roll it
Inspiration?
next week,
No.
hopefully. No. Actually, you know what? Yeah.
Rolling initiative. Is there-
No. We will roll initiative next week.
Oh, okay. Woo!
GG's,
Pride
everyone.
number 2. Let's go.
Electric Boogaloo.
Like I said, I gotta be up early tomorrow. Cause DMV.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there before it gets crazy.
I also gotta be in a little bit early tomorrow to talk to my boss to see if he'll let me come in late on Thursday so I can go get my ultrasound done.
There you go. Hopefully he'll say yes. I imagine if he's a reasonable
Right.
human being, that'll happen. But I wish you the best of luck regardless.
Yeah, right.
Don't think he will, but
Could always just go and then tell him I did this. And
I
then
had a
hopefully
medical
he'll-
emergency.
Yeah. I needed to go get a procedure done. I feel
Yeah,
like
what
how-
you should do is not ask for permission, just give him a heads up. Be like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna have to come in late on this day because I have a doctor's appointment.
Literally what I'm doing to Robbie because I haven't been able to go get a hold of him, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, just a reminder, I will be in later today. Later will
Yeah.
be when I get back from the DMV, which is hopefully sooner, but maybe later.
I'm not sure if
like
your job allows for that where you're at, but I know over here that if you have a medical emergency, you usually excused. So
Yeah.
best of luck, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're all rooting for you.
I'm glad you're
Like-
feeling better though.
it's getting there. It's getting there.
You're able to get a
Yeah.
burger. That's great.
You ate 2 burgers.
You eat two
Wow. I was gonna
burgers.
say, are you
And
still on
salad.
That's 2 more
Ooh.
burgers
Hell
than you
yeah.
have every day.
You deserve those burgers and
Yeah.
that salad.
Yeah. The spasms are becoming less frequent too, so it's
That's
going
good.
Oh, good. Also, Man and Bag and Captain, Dallas and I have a fire alarm inspection early in the morning. Yeah. So we're gonna head over basically whenever that's done. So at the very latest, like 9:30. Is that gonna
Yeah.
like coincide with your schedules?
I will.
I'll be
already-
working. So
yeah, I
as
was
long
gonna
as
say,
the
I'll
door's
already-
unlocked, you guys can just chill downstairs. But when I'm clocked in, I'm fucking
Yeah.
I'm in. There's no
Yeah.
It's true. It's very much
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
In like Flynn.
Well, I'll probably just drop him and cheesecake off and head on to work myself.
Yeah, you just gotta tell like if you wanted to have the TV on, you just tell it name of device and then turn on the TV and then you have full access to whatever you want to enjoy. We got all kinds of apps and stuff if you want to just hang out or if you've got your own stuff.
Oh, I'll bring my tablet. I'm just gonna work while I'm there.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I
I'll let you know when we're on the
imagine-
way.
Treats.
You'll probably be getting back when Man is getting back.
Hopefully.
That'll probably work out. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. I'll give you a heads up when we're on the way.
If not, you might see me stumble downstairs to get some breakfast.
I'll let V know that you're gonna potentially be there in the morning in case it's a jump scare.
Yeah.
That is one that I should
What
probably.
are you doing in my house?
Yeah. Who the fuck?
I felt so bad last time. They looked so just like startled when I poked my head around the corner and said hello.
It's like
Holy shit, man! Yeah.
see somebody
As
like
soon
you're
as they saw me, they were like, "Oh, it's
It's
you."
right.
it's like that horror movie trope where there's just like something spooky around the corner, spooky noise getting closer, and then it's just you poking your head around the corner. Hello.
And then the monster's right behind them. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't tell V that.
yeah.
There isn't going to be a monster behind.
It's always a
This
monster
time.
behind you. You
Ah.
just haven't looked hard.
The monster's cheesecake.
Ah,
Oh, that's fair. I will
Sometimes
have
the monster behind us is the friends we made along the way.
yes, that's
sometimes
true.
It's the big hair on the
the
mountain. That's
senior
gonna be
cat that's
ew.
been waiting in the shadows all the time.
So-
Lurking, waiting.
Happy, you're actually gonna get first crack at this monster, because it is going to run past you. So feel free to like conceptualize how you would like. You got a week to think about what your first move is. So
For sure.
Oh,
a whole week. Make it cool. No.